Hey guys, Ashley here, also in Cookies, and I'm back today with another rant. If you hear loud noises in the back, don't just my stance. It is extremely hot. Well, not today, but it's cool today. It's not too bad, but just for the water. But yeah, today I want to make a rant about something that I saw on TikTok. It's about the Drama Queens podcast, and you guys know what that is. It's with Hillary, Sophie, and Bessie Taylor Joy. Talk about One Tree Hill. Honestly, before I get into the rant, I want to talk about what they watch. I honestly just want to say I honestly do not understand why when I watch a podcast, ever since I've been watching it, they have had nothing nice to say about the show. Not one thing. If someone can tell me one nice thing they have said about the show, please tell me. But I just, ever since I've been watching the podcast, they have not said one positive thing about the show. Not one positive thing. And that really pisses me off because One Tree Hill is my favorite show of all time. It is the best teen drama show of all time. People have their own opinions. That, like, people might prefer Degrassi, things like that, which I'm not arguing. Degrassi is a great show, but I absolutely love One Tree Hill. I read One Tree Hill. I love everything about One Tree Hill, and I just feel like I don't understand. Like, a part of me understands, but I understand why they might not have nothing positive to say because of the personal things they endured on set, which is completely understandable. I understand. It's just really hard for me to say anything good about the writing because of the personal things they had to endure. But when you have fans watching this, or people who want to get into it, and all you have to say is negative things, it's just, it breaks my heart knowing that they have not said one positive thing about the show. Not one. Not about the writing. Nothing. They have been negative about the entire show, and I really don't like it. I understand that it's their opinions, but half the time their opinions have no logical reasoning for being as bad as they think it is. Like, absolutely no reason. And one of the opinions that y'all about to make a rant about is, if y'all remember in season 3, when Brooke slept with Chris Keller, apparently they had a problem with Lucas calling Brooke basically, I guess, a slut. So I'm going to get into why I think Brooke was wrong, and they're all, the three of them are wrong. Sophie, Hillary, and Bessie are all wrong for taking Brooke's side. So here we go. Let's end this rant. One of the things I do want to address is that I understand that Brooke is a very likable character. She may be everyone's probably favorite character. But I think the biggest problem I have with Brooke is that fans put her on this pedestal as if she can't be touched. Like, she's just so invincible. She just can't be touched. Nothing is ever her fault. She doesn't need to take any accountability because she's always the one getting hurt. And I just think that is bullshit. As much as you like a character does have flaws, okay? Like, I love Lucas. I love Peyton. People hate them, but I absolutely love Lucas and Peyton. They were the heart and soul of One Tree Hill, and it made a lot of sense why when they left, the show went downhill. I absolutely love them. Do they have their flaws? Yes, but overall, they're great characters. The problem I have with Brooke is that nothing is ever her fault. Nothing. Nothing is ever her fault. It's absolutely nothing. Not the way she treats people, not the way this or that, tit for tat. Nothing's ever her fault. And to me, I think that is just completely unfair and complete character favoritism. Just because you like the character more does not mean they're perfect or they have no flaws. If you choose to ignore it, that's your problem and you need to wake the fuck up. But let's get into the little rant. So, I want to talk about how Brooke was honestly in the wrong in this entire situation, and everyone knows it. It was Brooke's idea to come with this whole friends benefits fling bullshit. She addressed this to Lucas. She said she thinks this would be easier for them than being in a relationship. She wanted to play games instead of trying to give it a shot. She wanted to play games instead of addressing what Lucas told her at the end of season 2. That's what she wanted to do. Okay, Lucas decides to go along with it because he thinks if he goes along with it, maybe Brooke will see that he's serious about this. I don't understand why he needs to go along with this because I feel like him telling you that he wants to be with you and that he did make mistakes. I feel like, okay, I'll take that under consideration, but I was going to really need your actions to prove it to me. And I really think Lucas really did prove his actions. I don't care what anyone says, he did prove it. He went along with all of the stupid shit that Brooke had. He dated Rachel when he didn't want to. He was allowing Brooke to pretty much use him for her own sexual pleasure. Whenever she wanted sex, he did that. He went along with the fantasy boy draft, even though Brooke didn't pick him. He still went out with Rachel. Like, all of this shit that he embarrassed himself multiple times by telling her how he felt, only for her to reject him and make him look stupid. He went along with all these things, and he catches Brooke with Chris Taylor in bed, and he's the asshole for calling her a tank. Like, I can understand if people might feel like that's out of line because it's not like their relationship. No, they weren't. They were both basically single, but Brooke knew how Lucas felt about her. That's the problem I have. That's the problem. Is that she knew how Lucas felt. Drunk, not drunk, high or not high, I don't care. You are still responsible for your actions whenever it's potential sex with somebody. I'm not talking about unpotential sex. This is potential sex. Monica Taylor has potential sex, and she blamed it all on alcohol. She never once took any accountability. When she came to his house and she tried to apologize, she took no accountability for that. She made it all about his past. Like, are you fucking kidding me, Brooke? You should be telling me fucking sorry, not talking to me about my history with Peyton. What does that have to do with you sleeping with Chris Keller? I just don't understand. Like, I just don't get it. Brooke took no accountability when she came to Lucas' house. No accountability. She said, I knew apologizing was going to be hard, but I didn't imagine it would be this way. And then she left crying. And then, when she tried to call, another problem I had was that when she did try to apologize to Lucas, it was like, she did try to apologize. She did. I'm not talking about with the letters, but the episode after episode 7, episode 8, it was the basketball game. She did try to apologize. Lucas didn't care to hear it, and I honestly feel like, I don't even feel like she really tried hard enough to apologize. She had counseled him one time, and when she saw that he didn't want to hear it, she just like, whatever. I just feel like, it's ridiculous. Lucas chases her down to apologize, trying to make amends. She sees him one time and she didn't even try to make amends. Like, I was gonna try a little bit harder because she didn't really explain her actions. She didn't even take no accountability for her actions or any of that. Like, she really should have fought a little bit harder on apologizing, but it wasn't until episode 9 where she came to his house with letters. She said she wrote 72, I could be wrong. It's been a while since I just got done watching the show like not too long ago, so I haven't rewatched the show back, but I'm thinking maybe it's gonna be able to rewatch it probably soon. But like I said, she wrote him like 72 letters, if I believe so, about how much she did want to be with him and things like that. So, but if you guys people who watch the show realize in that moment, was it a good moment? Yes. It was very beautiful. Like I said, I do think Shad and Sophie did have good chemistry. I just hate Lucas and Peyton. I hate Lucas and Brooke together. I absolutely hate them together. They make me so frustrated. It was just like, I wish Mark Shohan, or whoever the fuck else in Mark's room could just leave this alone. Leave him alone, please. But when she gave us the letters, he apologized first. You guys remember that? He apologized first. He said, when she gave him the letters and she walked away, he said, Brooke, I'm sorry. And she said, you can't. She said, it's too much to forgive. And he said, we've got to deal with it. Because he said, I love you. And she said, I love you too. And the problem I have is that Lucas is apologizing. Why is he apologizing when he did nothing wrong? Brooke did something wrong, and she took no accountability for it. So, what a break. That's pretty much the whole rant. I honestly feel like in that scenario when it came to everything with Brooke, I feel like Brooke took no accountability. The more I rewatch the show, the more I realize that Brooke don't really take a lot of accountability for any of the things that she kind of did. If I'm being honest with y'all, like that whole love triangle, people really blamed it all on Lucas and Peyton when it takes Brooke to mess up. And that's run down, maturing and realizing that all three of them were wrong in that love triangle. I already made a video about this a long time ago on why I think the love triangle between Lucas, Peyton, and Brooke is the best love triangle ever written. Maturing is realizing that Lucas was wrong for going after Brooke, knowing damn well Peyton had feelings for him. He was wrong for going after the best friend. Lucas was wrong for that. And he's also wrong for cheating. Peyton is wrong for rejecting him and then wanting him when he with her best friend. She's wrong. Brooke is wrong as fuck for going after Lucas, knowing that Peyton and Lucas had unresolved feelings for each other. All three of them are wrong as fuck. There is no, they're wrong and she's right. No. Nobody is. Brooke never fought for Lucas. In season 3 when Peyton said, do you love him? She said, how dare you ask me that question? Brooke didn't love him. She didn't. That's why it was so easy for her to give up so much for Lucas, because she never really loved him. I think, like I said, I already made a video about this too, about the wedding fight. I think Brooke loved the way Lucas made her felt. She didn't love him. She had really no interest in seeing a future with him or seeing what a future would look like with him. I think she really loved him. I think she loved how Lucas made her feel, honestly, that like he did love her, that he did try to make it work and everything like that. The memories, she always loved the memories. You follow the memories, not the person. And I think that can register more with Lucas and Brooke. The memories is what kept them going back to each other. It was never about love or wanting to have a relationship. It was all about memories. So, yeah. There's so many other things I could say about Brooke I take accountability for. But this would be a longer video if I said that. I just want to close and say this. I do love Brooke. I don't want anybody to be like saying, oh, so you hate Brooke? No, I don't hate Brooke. I do love Brooke. I think Brooke is a very interesting, well-written character. Sophia Bush came to set all the time as Brooke. Everything about Brooke was intriguing. Her relationship, her as a character, her dynamics with her mother, all of that, her wanting to be a fashion designer, her wanting to have a family, all of it, all that is interesting with Brooke. I absolutely wanted that for Brooke. She deserved that. All the shit she went through with Lucas, I absolutely think that she did deserve that. She did. But I'm not saying, but the thing with her is that it makes it seem like she was just the victim all the time. And no, she wasn't. The only thing she was a victim of was the cheating. Other than that, it takes two, especially with the both of them, they both messed up in their relationship. And I'm not going to just sit here and put the blame all on Lucas, because I'm not going to do that. I already made a video about this, with their wedding fight, and it got a lot of views on it. And honestly, I made a lot of good points. Y'all all know if you watched it. They both messed up in the relationship. But the thing is that Lucas took accountability. Brooke took none. So, like I say, I love Brooke. The problem I have with Brooke is that her fans have created um this fucking bubble that no one can fucking penetrate with her. It's fucking ridiculous. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. And I already mentioned this in my character criticism rant. I already mentioned this. That I honestly think just because you like the character more does not mean they don't have flaws. Absolutely. Like, I love Blair more than I love Serena. But I'm not saying Blair ain't got no motherfucking flaws. Absolutely. Blair does have flaws. But Serena is unfucking bearable. I fucking hate Serena. I love Blair. I love everything about Blair. Serena is unbearable. I'm not comparing Brooke to Serena because Brooke has way more layers than Serena. But I'm giving you how I'm telling you that even though I love Blair more, it's not like as if I don't see Blair's flaws. Of course I see Blair's flaws. Of course she's very vengeful. She can be very vengeful sometimes. She can be very petty. She is very insecure. She does project her insecurities onto Serena. It's not fair. So yes, you get the gist of it. You get the gist of it with Blair. That was just my rant. It's something I wanted to get. I kept thinking about this a whole week, and I honestly just wanted to get it out. So yeah, I am working on those other rants, couples I like and things like that. I am working on that. So just be patient with that. So yeah, I have nothing else to talk about Al Pacino. I think I've honestly made every single video I wanted to make about Al Pacino, the great, the GOAT, everything. I think I made every single video I wanted to make about him. Just still trying to focus on getting my edits done. I have so many couple edits to get done. It's not even funny. But anyway, that was just my little rant. Basically what I'm trying to say is that Brooke was really wrong in that situation with the whole Chris Cutter thing. And for fans to try to take her side even though she was in the wrong, I think it's really unfair. If you don't like Lucas, okay, but he's not wrong all the time. He's not wrong. And first of all, I think out of all the male characters I have watched on TV, Lucas is probably one of the most layered, most tolerable, and most well-written characters. You don't have to like. I will agree with people here. The cheating was ridiculous. I definitely think there was no reason to hurt. There was no reason to. I can understand the first time with Brooke, but the second time, I understand. That was the cheating with Lucas got a little bit ridiculous. I understand cheating. Like Lizzie should have not been hurt. Brooke should have not been hurt. But we're being honest. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm not even trying to be discredit their feelings. Neither one of them would have gotten hurt if they didn't put themselves in that situation. Brooke went out with Lucas knowing that he still has feelings for pain. Whatever she expects. Lindsay knew that she was nothing more than a rebound and she still wanted to be with him. It's just stupid. So, I mean, hey, if they were a little smarter, they probably wouldn't have gotten hurt. But that doesn't mean I'm just crediting the cheating. I'm not. I definitely think the cheating got a little bit ridiculous for Lucas. But other than that, that's all you can say. That's the only thing people have against Lucas. Is that cheating. That's the only thing people have against him. Everything else people come up with these little fake scenarios. Those are fake. They're not real logical reasons. Like that Miss Mojo list. That Miss Mojo list can suck ass and stick two fingers down his throat. That is one of the most horrible lists I've ever seen. Lucas is not even that bad. He's not, there's far more worse male characters than Lucas. Hello, Damien Salvatore? Damien is way worse than Lucas. He's intolerable. Dawson? From Dawson's Creek? Dawson Lori? Dawson is intolerable as fuck. He's worse than Lucas. Far more worse. Him and Damon are far more worse. Tristan from Degrassi. Who else am I thinking of? There's someone else I'm thinking of from Degrassi. I'm trying to think of. Derek. Who else? I'm trying to think. What is his name? he recorded Manny while she was telling, trying to think, what the fuck is this guy's name? Peter. Like, all these guys are way more. Rick from the best, like, the list goes on and on. These people are way more worse than Lucas. So stop fooling yourself and thinking that Lucas is just all bad, because he's not. Do you have to agree with all his actions? No. I don't agree with all his actions, like I said. To this day, I still hated that he moved out of Pete, that he moved in with Dan. I thought that was stupid. I understand why he did it, but I didn't like it. But stop playing with me. Lucas is one of the best male characters ever be written, and I said it. We're going to clock it and leave it there. But other than that, that's been my rant. I got other things I got to do. I can't rant about this too long. So, there it is. Thank y'all so much for listening, and I'll talk to y'all soon.